Okay, you can see that my Windows SYSPREP has finished its job and now Windows is shut down. Now I need to package the Windows that is prepared for me into an ISO file. For this I'm going to have some tools that are available in Windows AIK. Using Windows AIK I am going to create a Windows PE, and using that Windows PE, that is the pre-installation environment, I have some tools available in that Windows PE image. I will boot my Windows 7 into that Windows PE image, and after booting into that I will use those tools to export the Windows installation into an ISO image. After that I will use that ISO image and select it to add to Windows deployment services or anything else that I want to do. So what should I do? First of all, I can go to Start menu because I have installed Windows AIK. I have Microsoft Windows AIK in my Start menu. Inside that there is a command prompt that is called Deployment Tools Command Prompt. Now of course you can go to a simple command prompt and go to the installation folder of your Windows AIK. You can see that there is PE tools here. Inside this PE tools I want to create a copy, use a copy PE tool, and I can see that copy PE tool supports different, this is the architectures of your CPU. x86 is for Intel based 32 or 64-bit CPUs. AMD is for AMD, and Itanium based CPUs will use IA64 architecture. I'm going to use copy PE and selecting x86 for the architecture. Now I should select a folder. You should make sure that this folder does not exist. If this folder exists, you will get an error message. So this is the name that I know that does not exist in my Windows installation. So I want to go to, for example, r:/Windows PE image / and here I'm going to create a folder that's called WinPE. Now copy PE will copy some of the files into this destination folder. I want to open this folder and show you what files I have in that. This is my R drive, this is Windows PE image and WinPE folder that's right here. So there is some small bug in this tool and I want to correct it right now. I should cut this WinPE.wim, and this is WinPE because the folder name is WinPE. So if you change the folder name, this will change. So I cut this and put it into ISO sources folder. Paste it here, and I want to rename it to boot.wim. Now I have a boot image here, and also I need some tools. You can see that there are boot folder here. There is an etfs boot.com file here that is gonna be used in next section. I want to have a WinScript file, and I put it into main folder WinPE. Here I right click, create a text document, and rename the whole of this file to etfs boot, oh no, WinScript .ini. So make sure that its extension is ini. If you are not seeing the extensions of your files, you should go to organize folder and search options, and here under view tab you should make sure that hide extensions for known file types is not checked. Now I have a WinScript.ini file. I'm going to select this file and make some changes to the content. So I open this using, for example, Notepad. Notepad is a great tool here. And I want to exclude some of the files from my main image. I don't want them to be copied into my ISO image. So I create an exclusion list here. In this exclusion list, there are some files that are so big and useless for my purpose. One of them is pagefile.sys. The other one is going to be hyperfile.sys. The other file is ntfs.log. And the last one is recycler folder. So these files and folders are not necessary to be copied into my Windows image. So I save this file, close it. The next thing I want to do is go to IMEGEX file. Of course not. Go to OSCD image. And let's see where OSCD image is located. I have this installation in my M folder, in my programs files, and in Windows AIK, actually program files. In Windows AIK, I should search for OSCD IMG tool, and can see that for different installation, for different architectures, I have a different tool. I'm going to select the x86. So I go here and I want to start it. Under P tools, I want to go CD one level up and CD x86. Now I have OSCD IMG here, and let's check the usage of this tool. This is very interesting. You can go to Start menu, go to all programs, go to Windows AIK folder, and under documentation there is a Windows Automatic Installation Kit user guide. I want to select this and open it, and here we can have OSCD IMG. You can see this tool. I want to see the command line options, and there are options that are, you know, a little vague. For example, -B. I'm going to use -B, and you can see that after -B you should not have any spaces. This is very, very crucial to not have a space after -B, and this is gonna be the place that the boot sector is gonna be created here. And I have -C. I'm going to use this as well. This tells me that I will use ANSI file names. I will use -D. That means does not force lowercase file name to uppercase. This is a good option. I can have other options here. For example, -N. That means enable line file names. And there are other options that you should use in order to have your file. But take a look at this command reference. That's a very nice command reference. But the major thing that I want to insist on, and I want to put an emphasis on that, it's -B. So let's use this tool. I'm going to have OSCD IMG.exe, -N for the line file names, -B for boot sector, and make sure that you are not using any space after that. I'm going to have R, for example, let me have this file name, Windows PE image. This is where I have created my WinPE folder. Under Windows PE image I have WinPE folder, and under that I have etfsboot file.com. Now you should see that I have a Vim script in that file, that space. I just created the Vim script folder and the Vim script file, and notified that you should not copy some of this file. And if this file is Vim script, you do not need to specify its name in your OSCD IMG command. Okay, now that I have this, I want to use -C, and that's gonna be D, not D, that's again R /Windows PE image /Win PE \ISO, and where you want to copy the actual image that is going to be created, I'm going to copy this to R /win PE.ISO. So the WinPE.ISO is the final product that I want to have it. So I enter, and you can see that it is quite fast and it runs very fast. That's it. I have the ISO file here on our drive. You can see that WinPE.ISO is created. Okay, my Windows PE boot file is created here. I can burn it to a CD-ROM and use that CD-ROM to boot my Windows into that. Of course, I can use it straight in my Hyper-V machine, but I want to burn it into a CD-ROM. I have virtual CD program on my computer. I want to burn it into that, but you can burn it into any other tool that you want to, for example, into a real CD. So I want to burn image to a CD. I open the virtual CD program here, and I want to burn it into, for example, V drive, and start burning. This tells me that the CD burner is not ready. I need to insert a blank CD into that. So I right click on this, go to V drive, go to insert, go to CD blank. Now this is going to be ready. Click on burn, and after a moment I have a CD-ROM. Waiting for the burn to finish. This is quite a small file, about 138 megabytes only. Now I want to insert it and close this. Now that I have inserted, I can see the content. You can go to this and check, for example, boot content and EFI folder and other folders, such as for sources that we should see the boot.wim here. Now I have my V drive. I go to my Hyper-V machine, the Windows 7 that is prepared for packaging. I go to file setting, and under setting I want to make sure that the BIOS is gonna boot into CD-ROM, and the CD-ROM, I want to insert the CD-ROM here. The CD-ROM drive is this. I want to go and select drive V, because my drive V contains the CD-ROM that I just burnt it. So I click OK, and in the next section I want to show you how we are going to use this IMEGEX and this boot image to package my Windows installation.